Economists are struggling to measure the intangible assets of human capital development. What exactly is their added value to the business? The individual is the central, rarest, most precious capital resource of our society. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. As I write this, wages for average workers in the US are going down, yet retail sales keep going up. What gives? I can answer that question in one word: China. Since Chairman Mao's death, China has reversed course and is embracing capitalism in a furious race to catch up with the prosperity of the West. The plan is working big time. Today, China manufactures 50% of everything the world consumes. How did China become manufacturer to the world in only 2 decades? And what does it bode for your economic future? Before I answer that, first a brief history lesson. A crash course in capitalism. Capitalism as we know it today has only been around since 1776, the year of two world-changing events, the American Revolution and the publication of Adam Smith's seminal book, The Wealth of Nations. The American Revolution launched democracy. Adam Smith launched capitalism. The founding fathers despised the economic system England forced upon the colonists. The colonists rightly objected to an economic system rigged to favor England. Adam Smith suggested a form of commerce that was just as radical as the US Constitution. Smith argued that people will act in their own best interest in buying and selling goods and services, which should be encouraged. Smith's idea ushered in the modern-day free enterprise. The founding fathers adopted Smith's theory and Capitalism 1.0 was born. Over the next 230 years, capitalism evolved from Capitalism 1.0 in the 18th and 19th centuries to Capitalism 2.0 in the mid-20th century to Capitalism 3.0 today. Let's take a brief look at each stage. Capitalism 1.0. Agriculture and the Industrial Revolution dominated the American economy from the early 16th until the late 18th, a period when the US blossomed from a struggling colony of England to a legitimate world power. Capitalism 1.0 culminated in the Gilded Age, a time when a few giant industrialists and robber barons controlled 90% of the wealth while 80% of population worked 10-hour days as low-paid laborers. Capitalism 2.0. Manufacturing took a big leap forward in the early 19th with the advent of the assembly line pioneered by Henry Ford. World War II cranked up the manufacturing sector, and well-paying manufacturing jobs remained plentiful after the war as the economy prospered. But the biggest shift in the economy occurred in the 1950s, when for the first time in history, white-collar jobs outnumbered blue-collar jobs as the information age powered into overdrive while automation started whittling away at manufacturing jobs. Capitalism 3.0. In 1992, the US Congress voted to commercialize the internet, and in less than a decade, the World Wide Web ushered in a Capitalism 3.0, a digitized, globally linked, instant access world of commerce and communication that is changing the world at rap speed. Meanwhile, major corporations begin outsourcing jobs and driving down wages. Easy access to the free information on the web is forcing centuries-old industries such as daily newspapers to reinvent their business models or go the way of the horse and buggy.